My name is Bishop Kenya Michael Otome, United States of Kenya Republic Presidential Aspirant, come 2022, God willing. I would like us to read the book of Samuel, that is 2 Samuel, chapter 12, verses 14 to 15. And we are going to see what the Word of God is saying in these two verses. In verse 15, it reads, after Nathan, 14 I mean, but because by doing this, you have made the enemies of the Lord show other contempt, the son born to you will die. 15. After Nathan had gone home, the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife had born to David, and he became ill. I want us to zero in with these two verses. Verse 2 Samuel, chapter 12, 14, and 15. What I've read, I want to pose a question. Are the innocent punished for others' sins? Because now, as we have read here, we have learned that in verse 14, but because by doing that you have made the enemies of the Lord show other contempt, the son born to you will die. After Nathan had gone home, the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife had born to David, and he became ill. You know, Nathan rebuked King David, and death has occurred because of the sin committed by King David. You know, by sleeping hard intercourse or sexual intercourse with the wife of his brave soldier called Uriah, and also killed him. And now, because of that punishment, we have seen the child born was dead. Now the question is, are the innocent punished for other sins? The Bible treats both disease and death as universal result of evil. When you see death occurring, like now what we are seeing in Kenya, that we are losing so many people in different atrocities formats, COVID-19, anger, floods, and famine, and all other atrocities, which are attritions, which God is actually punishing Kenyans. It means then the diseases and the deaths are universal result of evil sins. If people have repented, let's say for example Kenyans, by and large, we will not experience so much deaths. Neither do we experience also diseases like COVID-19, which is killing people, and others also like HIV and AIDS. So some infants with AIDS or young victim of driven by shooting suffer for the sin of others through the fault of their own. That's why you see many parents have also inflicted these diseases like HIV and AIDS to their children. And you see, the child is born and actually she's innocent, but she's suffering from the sin of the parents who are not careful. They have contracted with HIV and AIDS. And now the children suffers, and the whole family as well, children. And the parent also goes like that. So we need to be very careful, we as parents. Because we can also, bring problem to the innocent people to be punished for our sins, especially we parents. I've said actually I'm presidential aspirant of Kenya 2022, God willing, and I want to put things straight. That we parents will be punished actually strictly in my government if I have to win, if people are to elect me. When we see now parents becoming so careless in that manner, and also for the rapists or people who are actually doing other sexual affairs like homosexuals, like lesbianism, like abortions, we will not entertain in Kenya if I will be the president of Kenya Republic, because we don't want to see innocent people punished for other sins by God, God Himself. So why does God show innocent children to suffer? It is because our first parent also, Adam and Eve, sin, and that sin now is following us human beings. You can read that in Lamentations chapter 2, 11 to 12. That is chapter 2, verses 11 to 12, Lamentations. So I'm reading from New International Version Bible, and I'm also lecturer at clergy. That is actually a teacher in theology. I've taught several colleges, one being African Land Church beside Bible College in Narok, and also Covenant College of Missions in Narok, federal states, predominantly Maasai states, and also various colleges, also like Presbyterian University of East Africa, religious political philosophy students who are taking religious political philosophy, context, religion, philosophy, political. So, and also General Service Unit, paramilitary. General Service Unit is paramilitary here based in Nairobi, Mbagazi, based here. I've taught their college for 12 years as a civilian lecturer, because I'm also expert in Christian systematic theology as well as Christianity, Islamic studies. That is systematic as well. So what am I saying? In my government, next government, we will observe that there will be no corruptions. There will also be safety and security for all human beings in the next government. The way I formulated already that government, it is here. You can see it is here. So we will not actually entertain something like corruptions, and also we will not also violate the revolution, governance, whereby we will channel all the resources also to the world's levels, and safety and protection will be there, and corruption we will not entertain. That is an evil kind of device, and we will not entertain at all. So my government, if I will be elected in the next government, which is coming some few months to come, it will also make sure that we will follow Devolution 20 Constitution 10 to the letter. And I've already formulated a government which is actually a very nice government. And in my government, as far as I know, we will also propose constitutional reforms by reducing constituencies from 47 to 20, and from actually constituencies are 290, will reduce to 200, and 47 federal state to 20, and ward assemblies, that is 1,450 to 800, and we will not have actually women representatives there. We will scrap up that post. Also, senators who we call them senators. We will not have them at all. We will have one consolidated parliament in my government. So commission and cross cuttings of various ministries also will also reduce some some things, so that we will not have a big wage bill, and that's why we will have also 22 ministries. Actually, which will be having ministers and assistant ministers, which will be 44. So check Facebook, Michael Otome Facebook, and also YouTube, Michael Otome government, which are formulated. Uhuru Kenyatta is also will be my powerful prime minister, and my vice is His Excellency Adan Barre Duale, and His Excellency the incumbent head of state Uhuru Kenyatta will be my powerful prime minister. I, Michael Otome, Bishop Kenya Michael Otome, will be the president. And then Obama, His Excellency Obama, the retired president of the United States of America, because he's a Luo, he will be actually taking from me 2032 or even a bit later, because I'm, a spiritual leader. So what am I saying? I will do some few, propose commission reforms in that case by reducing to consolidate the government. Another thing we will see in my government, we will actually focus on human welfare more than any other thing. We will reduce animals, and we will not give them to roam about. We will confine them in some few areas, and then we will now give people land from all over the country, like Masai Mara, like Savo, like Marsabit. We will not have national parks in Meru. We will not have even in Laikipia. We will not have actually one elephant occupying 50 acres of land. So remember me, 2022, Michael Otome, that I am fighting for the presidency. I'm talking here in my house. This is the house which God has given me 204. 204. It was actually a British built place, but we have renovated it. You can see, we have renovated it, but it's a very nice house. It was built by British nice government in 1960s. So we are paying the Kenya government 1,600, and which of course it is not necessary because this was actually meant for the poor people. So if I will be the president, we will dispose all this fund to be given by people who are poor like me as I speak now. We are poor people here. That's why we are living in these houses. We are built by British in the 60s. So we will dispose to people freely because the government is our parent according to the nature of the old government in democracies. We will give people freely. We will not pay even a coin. So, and also we will employ both school and unschool youths. We have so many Maasais and Samburus, which is I am Samburu and Maasai actually, Pokot, Turkana, and also Somalis who are unschooled and many other tribes. So actually holding a gun does not necessarily mean you have to have an education. Now they're recruiting 4,400 KDF, and those pastoralist people, they don't employ them. They don't employ them even though they have degrees. We have known. And that's why we want to digitize next time the government to know how many people are in paramilitary, how many are in Kenya Defense Forces, how many are police, and all this kind of stuff, and teachers. So we'll digitize. So thank you so much. God bless you. Remember me 2022 and pray for me in this house of mine. My wife has gone to Marsabit. We are near to be banned recently on the 9th last month by another person who came and installed next to us another house here with electricity. We want to install electricity, and God has saved us. We fought him and he ran away. So remember that you don't allow everybody to come around and shit you. That is an electrician, is a teacher, is a doctor. We have so these fake things. Is a pastor, is a reverend, is a bishop. I've learned theology for almost more than 10 years. And I'm still learning the Bible, which is actually a book which is having 66 books, and also 2 in Old Testament, 9 to 7 chapters, and New Testament 260. I'm not finished. So don't be cheated. We want to qualified doctors, qualified teachers, qualified prophets, and qualified reverends and bishops and pastors. Otherwise, and also police forces and all KDF. We want soldiers who are trained and doctors who are trained. My son is Dr. Eli Loltome, was a graduate of Chep College, one of the prestigious Kenyan sciences colleges. Microbiology doctor. He graduated 2015 and there's no job. Among other also people, I have some children who are graduate. Even my child, also called Sheila, my daughter, is a graduate of Rift Valley government university also, and is a microbiology we call it communication science specialist, and is not employed. So, and many other, not me only, and many other people. So we'll have actually to consider education that it will not actually waste our people and our parents and our children, that they go to study and then you go and get other foreign doctors like Cubans when we have our own. No, we will not allow. So may God bless you, and remember me, 22 Bishop Kenya Michael Otoman. Pray for my wife is in Marsabit, a place which is predominantly Muslims, and they know that I am Bishop Kenya. We have lost 2 priests in a mysterious way from our Anglican Church. Bishop William Wako helicopter crash, Stephen Adano helicopter crash in Marsabit. So even we have lost so many people. Bishop Kolboka. And my wife is there, then representing me also. I need prayers, and we need also here that she will not be actually affected by Al-Shabaab and all the other people. And my mom also is there, and other people in my life. Thank you so much. God bless you.